everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be discussing the Ubisoft press conference of E3 2017. They did a very good job during their conference. I think that they are up there with Sony. I think they did an absolutely fantastic job, but with that being said, let's jump into the first game that they announced, which was a very unlikely encounter, which is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So like I was saying, it's a very unlikely encounter, but it's fun in a weird way. I loved seeing Miyamoto come onto the stage and talk with Yves about the lifelike weapons, and it was just, I love seeing Miyamoto. He's such a cheerful guy. This game really has that Super Mario 3D World style. It's 3D, obviously. Mario has rabbit companions that follow him around, and they form kind of a dream team. I already love the comedy in the game. It's hysterical from what I saw shown during Ubisoft's E3 conference, and it's actually a turn-based tactical adventure game. So it's like XCOM, but in Mario. It's kind of weird, but lots of cool abilities and mechanics to be shown off. There were skill trees, there are different heroes like Yoshi, Princess Peach, Luigi, etc., and there are different weapons. There's a battle mode and an exploration mode. The battle mode is more so going in and taking out the enemies, and exploration is pretty self-explanatory. And it comes out August 29th, 2017, and I'll for sure be looking into this game if it is on the 3DS. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't plan on getting one, but if it's out on the 3DS XL, I'll check it out. Assassin's Creed Origins was then shown off. We've already talked about Origins multiple times and before in previous videos, but I love the wildlife that they showed off in the footage that they showed. Crocodiles, hyenas, flamingos, etc. I love the looks of the lakes and swamps, and there was just more gameplay of Senu and Bayek infiltrating a base. It comes out October 27th, 2017. And then something that I really wasn't expecting was announced, The Crew 2. The Crew really kind of flopped, I think, along with Drive Club as well, I think. I'm not really into racing games, so I don't really play them, but it was a very trippy trailer with stunning visuals of car racing. The in-game footage looks great, but I don't know if it'll look like that on the final release, but we'll just have to see. Instead of just doing cars like the first Crew game, they're actually doing all motorsports, so motorcycles, monster trucks, planes, boats. I played a little bit of the first one. I could never get into it. Like I've been saying, can't really get into racing games, except for Need for Speed. There's something about Need for Speed that gets me. But it's going to be out in early 2018, and you can actually sign up for beta access right now. And a game that I am highly excited for that was brought onto the stage was South Park: The Fractured But Whole. Super hyped for it. Loved the first one. I was actually one of the first games I played on the channel. I had a great time with it. I wish we would have seen more. There really wasn't too much to see. But I love where the game is going right now. I love the superhero aspect that they've taken on. I just wish we would have seen more. And then they brought out the whole thing with South Park, the Phone Destroyer game. It literally looks like an episode of the TV show, but on your phone now. And that comes out in 2017. And The Fractured But Whole comes out on October 17th. And then Transference came out onto the stage, and it's a VR game. It's very trippy from what I've seen and from what I've heard. It like really messes with your mind. It has Elijah Wood. Love Elijah Wood, so anything with him I'm definitely interested in. For the first time as a player, it's supposed to feel like you're in a movie, and they want you to take the gear off and feel unsettled. They want you to take off the headset, the VR headset, and feel unsettled. It was very trippy, like I was saying. It's somewhat scary, kind of, and it comes out in spring of 2018. And then a game that I did not think was going to happen was Skull and Bones. It didn't really interest me that often. They literally took Assassin's Creed, like Black Flag, battle or ship battles, naval warfare, and made it its own game. I don't know how that'll work necessarily, but it's pirates and ships, lots of ship destruction and naval combat. You can sail solo or form a gang with friends. You can compete with other players. They showed off a game mode called Loot Hunt. It's 5v5 PvP. Like I was saying, it looks interesting, I guess, but I don't know how well it'll sit with players. It looks very slow. It was cool in Assassin's Creed, but I don't know how many people it will appeal to, being a solo game. You can sign up for a chance to play early, and I don't know how the Kraken will come into play either. They kind of teased the Kraken at the end of the footage that they showed. And I don't really know how that'll play into this multiplayer game. If it was single player, I would maybe check it out, but it's only multiplayer. so I don't know how that'll work, but it's coming out in fall of 2018. And then Just Dance 2018 was announced. It's just another Just Dance game with a very, very corny performance at the Ubisoft conference. Let's keep it moving. And then what looked like a No Man's Sky trailer, but better, it was Starlink Battle for Atlas. It's on all consoles with playable, buildable figures. They showed like you can build the your ships on like the Nintendo Switch with this accessory, I guess. I really got a ton of No Man's Sky vibes. Very bright, very colorful. Visuals look amazing. You can customize your own ship. You can have physical starship collectibles or digital collectibles, and it comes out in fall of 2018. Steep then came out onto the stage and said they had an expansion to show off. It's essentially an Olympics expansion. It's called Road to the Olympics. It comes out December 5th, and they're having a ton of new events. It's Steep. I could never get into Steep. I don't really understand the appeal for that game, but it's Steep. Then Far Cry 5 came out onto the stage, which I am super, super excited for. I love the setting and the story. I love how there's this trend of like hardcore cult religious, groups in games. I absolutely love it. They're just satanical. Far Cry always has good enemies, and this one is no different. The cult has taken over Hope County. You're stuck in the middle of it. You have no cell service. There's no 911, and you just kind of have to take over this cult, I guess. You have a dog, which is cool. It looks visually stunning. You're gathering a group of people to fight against the cult. Like I was saying, I'm guessing you're finding people that agree with you in your views, and you're just taking over the cult. You can tell your companions where to go. So from what we saw, there's Grace Armstrong, the gun for hire, Boomer, which is the fangs for hire, the dog, Nick Rye, which is the death from above, and then you can actually play co-op as well. You can also fly out in full planes, which is exciting, with like miniguns on them, which is awesome. And I was expecting to see a bit more of the gameplay, but I guess, it's coming out soon, I think, maybe, February, I think, but I really just wish we would have seen more gameplay. And then the last game that was announced on the show floor was Beyond Good and Evil 2. A lot of people have been looking forward to this game for 15 years now. The first one came out in 2002 on the original Xbox and the PS2. But I love the tone, I love the music that was played. I never played the first one, but I actually have it sitting at home with my original Xbox, so I may give it a go. The world looks fairly big. It looks like there's lots of verticality, lots of tall buildings that I wonder if we'll be able to scale them. It's before the birth of Jade, multicultural, multi-ethnic. I love the character so far. I love the monkey and his companion, and there's also going to be multiplayer in the game. Don't really know how that's going to work because the first one I'm pretty sure is all single player. I don't really know how they're going to incorporate multiplayer, but I really hope that they don't, just put multiplayer in the game entirely. I really hope it's just a separate thing. And then there is also the Space Monkey program, which they announced. You can actually help make the world of Beyond Good and Evil and kind of give your feedback, which was cool nonetheless. So as I was saying, I think Ubisoft did a very, very good job at their conference. They announced a lot of good games, a lot of games that people are looking forward to. And I really think that they're up there as one of the best conferences for E3 2017. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys want to see more content from myself, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. The last conference we have to cover is Sony, which will be out very, very soon. Other than that, guys, I'm out. Peace.